everyone, this is Chocowud here, and welcome to the 53rd Dream Vlog. I don't have a lot to announce, I just hope that you're all doing well. I am trying to get better at having a good schedule for uploading, because when college starts, I don't know how frequently I'll be able to attend to this channel. So I'm just trying my best to get a lot of videos out before that happens. So, my dream began in what was supposedly my house, but it was more like a huge maze. And it was kind of dirty. Sorry, my kitty's just being cute. I was looking everywhere for a costume to wear because apparently I was late I had to go sell tacos at an event and I needed to wear a costume. And so I settled on a kind of frilly shirt and pants. I said that it was a Pepe Le Moco costume, but it definitely was not. Because Pepe Le Moco just dressed like a regular French Parisian dude. He definitely does not wear frilly stuff. Did dust get in my tea already? No, that's just a bubble. Never mind. So anyway, there in the dining room there was my mother and some other people, and they were really getting on me to like get this costume on. So I dressed, and they gave me the little order slips, or like note cards to write down orders, and they sent me out. And so I exited our house and I entered the street. Now I was walking along this very thin, narrow sidewalk, and everything was super, super dark out. The road next to me was very, very, very wide. And on the other side of it was like a tennis court, and I could see some people there, and there was some lights. And next to me were buildings that were huge, so tall, I couldn't even see the top. So I felt kind of enclosed almost, so I kept walking until I got to this grass clearing in the middle of town. Like, you know, when you watch The Simpsons, and there's like the middle of the town where there's the mayor place. Sorry, I'm having such trouble with words today. But like, it kind of looked like that. And so I set up my little taco stand, and there were a bunch of other taco sellers there. So, and they were really tired. They were all on break. So I thought I could maybe get them to buy some of my tacos for some reason. So the first customer came up, and he was so overwhelmingly excited about getting a taco that he started talking in this language that me or my little partner, who was also helping me sell tacos, we couldn't understand him. So it took me so long to fill out his order in the little like back of the cereal box maze that was this little ordering slip. Ah! Burned my tongue. Ow. So anyway, it took me so long, and I like a line formed behind him, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't. And so finally we got this guy's order down, and he went away, and we went through the rest of the line fairly quickly until we had used up all of the order slips. And so I gathered them all, and I was like carrying them back to the house. I gave them to my mom and the rest of the people, and they started making the tacos. I decided I was going to have a little bowl of cereal, so I had that. I used coconut milk instead of dairy milk, so I don't know if y'all know, but I'm vegan. I'm vegan now. I didn't used to be vegan, I just used to be a vegetarian, but I became vegan. Don't use coconut milk in cereal. It's much too thick, and it can give you a tummy ache. I use oat milk. So anyway, I don't know why Dream Me decided that was a good idea. Fun facts. Anyway, so I left out another door of our humongous house, which is not humongous in real life. And this time I was on a cliffside. It was like a cliffside in between two houses, and it led down to the ocean. And all of a sudden, I was on a boat. It was a rather small boat, and I was driving it in third person, like Grand Theft Auto. This happens a lot in my dreams. I don't know if you've noticed. And so we were driving along, and there were a bunch of other little boats in the water, and they were all trying to attack us. But obviously we couldn't do that. I think I was with like the Scooby Gang or something, which is weird because I'm not like huge into Scooby-Doo or anything. But we were I was trying to get us to this beam, this wooden beam that was sticking out of the water, and it was attached to a huge stone crater, and inside the crater was a fortress. So we were trying to get there. So eventually I was able to navigate us there. I pulled the boat, like just skidded right onto the wooden beam. As we all got out of the boat, all of us fell off the beam into the water. So we swam back up on top of the beam while boats were trying to run us over, and we were able to climb inside the fortress. Now this is where the big bad was that we were supposedly hunting. I don't know where this dream was. I don't know how I went from selling tacos to trying to defeat a demon with the Scooby Gang, but life happens, you know? So I accidentally fell into some magma, and I was transported back onto the boat, and everything was it had a red hue. Everything looked red now. And the demonic voice was kind of laughing at me and taunting me, and there were so many more little boats in the water trying to attack me, so I used the explosives on my boat to combat them. And eventually I was just like spamming the explosives because apparently we had like an unlimited supply. Eventually I was able to destroy all of the other boats that were attacking me. I went up, I picked up the Scooby Gang from the wooden plank, and I drove us back to shore, and that was the end of my dream. So yeah, it was an interesting dream. You go from selling tacos to defeating demons and you bombing other boats. Fun stuff. Now I can't help but wonder, 53 videos in, if people think that I make these up. I want to promise you that I do not. I do not make up any of these. These are legitimately my dreams. I do not know how I remember them. I've been able to remember them since I was very little. In fact, one of the earliest dreams I can remember, it must have been when I was like 4 or 5. And I was in this arena, and my mother was there. And there was a T-Rex in the arena, and announcers were commentating on a boy being eaten by the T-Rex. I had a lot of dreams with T-Rexes. I thought that was something I was going to have to worry about more in life. And my mom was there, and I was like, please, Mommy, don't feed me to the T-Rex. And she's like, I'm sorry, but I have to. And the way they were feeding children into this T-Rex was with like little mini helicopters, and they would fly them up and push them into the T-Rex's mouth. And that's one of the earliest dreams I can ever remember having. At least cognizantly, like remembering. But yeah, I don't know, I've just always had really vivid dreams. When I don't remember my dreams, I'm like, is something wrong? What's going on? So anyway, that's a fun little early dream. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed my video, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
And a 1 and a 2. My dreams are so awesome. My dreams are so rad.
So as many of you know, I am a citizen of the USA, and currently our country is suffering from a crisis at the border. Immigrants seeking asylum in the US are being detained. Families are being separated and kept in detention centers in horrible conditions. All of it is scary and horrible, and a bit hard to come to terms with. So until things start getting better, I'm placing this message at the end of all of my videos to try to use what little influence I have to bring awareness and help. There are a number of things you can do to help. One of the simplest things is to donate to Immigrant Families Together, who are fundraising money to pay the bonds of detained immigrants and also provide necessities to families such as hygiene products, food, and shelter. This organization is also looking for volunteers. You can also take direct action by calling your state's government's officials and try to make your voice heard, and also refuse to let your taxes go to fund these facilities. There are many groups online that are looking for help to make sure these people are treated like human beings and receiving the help they desperately need. Let's prove that there is still hope for humanity and help solve this crisis in the most humane way possible. Remember, showing kindness isn't political. It's just the right thing to do. Thank you.